Meet our think tank. They've answered hundreds of general knowledge questions under exam conditions before the show. Their answers are in, but how helpful will they be to the three contestants? Playing the game are Will, a client service manager from Leigh-on-Sea in Essex, Sandra, a receptionist from Weston-super-Mare in Somerset, and Ben, an operations manager from Bears Den in Glasgow. This is Think Tank. Welcome as ever to our think tank. Our pack could give Mary Berry a run for her money, such as their penchant for baking, be it Abby's ability to whip up a marvellous meringue, Len's specialty soda bread, or Jordan's array of cheesecakes. Our three contestants will be hoping that their answers contain the right ingredients to lead them to victory. And here are our three contestants. Great to have you with us. Welcome, Will. Have you ever been on television before?
Not as a contestant, no, but I have appeared in the audience of Strictly Come Dancing.
Really? I thought I'd seen you somewhere before. Where were you?
Just behind Bruno Tonioli.
Oh.
As he comes down the stage, gyrating his hips, doing his thing.
Oh.
You just see me sort of grimacing in the background.
Well, that's a moment you'll never forget.
Yes, yeah, I'll try to, but I won't forget it.
No, you look very fit, actually. Do you do much sport?
I'm really into my football. Play football every Sunday.
So sport will be your strong subject?
Hopefully football, I would say, yeah. There's some other sports out there that maybe I'm not too confident on, but football, rugby, tennis, I think, yeah.
Good. Your weakest subjects, though?
Art and possibly a bit of literature.
Anisha, you can help out on art a bit, can you?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, I like surrealism and I tend to go to Tate because they have an excellent bookshop. So, yeah.
Yes, good. OK. All right, lovely to have you with us.
Thank you.
Sandra, you look like a very tidy sort of person, are you?
I'm very tidy, yeah. One of my major hobbies is decluttering, minimising, organising.
Well,
Very
those
into
are
that.
three skills we could use here in the think tank. I'm not going to suggest who you would declutter or minimise here. Got one or two ideas of my own, but no, you're all perfect, don't you worry. And do you keep fit?
Yes, I belong to a local gym. Prefer the yoga classes because they're a bit slower and a bit more sedate.
What's your favourite yoga pose?
I think probably tree pose on a good day if
Which
my
one's that
balance
one?
is good.
Hold that
Don't
for a
make me
sec.
stand on one
No
leg.
problem.
Is it like this? This one?
That's
That
the one.
And you're looking to the distance?
Yeah.
There you go. I can do that
Yes.
for a long time.
Yeah.
5 seconds. OK. There you go. All right. Peter, you like going to the gym, don't you? What's the best exercise you like? Do you like doing the weights then?
I do like doing Pilates, actually, and I like doing my angry cat pose as well.
Oh, show us your angry cat. That's the same as your horror movie pose. Do that one. All right, Sandra, your strongest subjects?
Probably literature, food and drink.
What do you need help on?
Oh, definitely anything sport-related.
Well, this team selection on Think Tank, all looking at each other saying, you can do sport? Who's going to take on sport?
Len.
We
Len.
love to
Len,
yeah.
yeah.
Have a nice cutchy, we feel.
Yeah.
We'll get
Oh,
you there. We'll
Good.
get
No.
OK, lovely to have you with us, Sandra. Ben, you're an operations manager. Where do you do that?
For a large American investment bank, Bill.
Ah, finance.
Yes, sir.
OK. What do you do in your spare time to sort of de-stress?
Started a few years ago, bought a couple of Lego sets, and I have a small 5-year-old son who's like a blonde Godzilla, so I build these Lego sets and he comes along and smashes them up for me.
Well, it's good, because once you built it, you might as well start again. So, Ben, what are your strongest subjects going to be?
I think politics and current affairs I'm generally good at. Movies, I'm quite an avid cinema buff.
And what do you need assistance with?
Almost certainly sport.
Len, you're going to be a busy man.
Busy.
OK, good. Well, lovely to have you with us. Welcome to all three of you. Over 3 rounds, our contestants will try to tap into the knowledge of the think tank to build up as much money as possible. Don't forget, they have tried to answer all the questions to the best of their ability, whether right or wrong. The 2 highest scorers here go through to the final. Ultimately, just one will walk away with a cash prize. Let's play the first round. So in this round, I'm going to ask you a question, then every member of the think tank will reveal the answer that they gave before the show. The right answer is always going to be there somewhere, but any number of mistakes in the mix as well. Pick out the correct answer, £200 is added to your prize fund. 2 questions each. Will, you're up first. Here's a question we put to the think tank. Which girl's name is the title of a famous 1938 book by Daphne du Maurier? Have a think on that while we see the names the think tank came up with. Starting with Max.
Rebecca.
Emma.
Lola.
Anne.
Emma.
Belle.
Jackie.
Rebecca.
Quite a wide choice for you there, Will. Anything leaping out at you?
Yeah, there is. Although I wouldn't consider myself to be particularly strong on literature, I think this particular book does pop up in sort of GCSE and A-level textbooks every now and then. So I think I've got a good idea of what it is. And there's a couple of people in the think tank that have said it. I think the answer is Rebecca.
Rebecca's your answer. As the girl's name, which is the title of a famous 1938 book by Daphne du Maurier. Is it Rebecca? It is indeed. Well done. Max and Jackie got that. Do you remember the famous first line at all from the book?
Last night I dreamt I went to Mandalay. I
Okay.
believe that's the first line, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. Absolutely correct.
I
Well
once
done.
went there, it were rubbish.
That's the second line. OK. All right, well done. £200 gets you off the mark. Sandra, here's your first question. St Magnus, Britain's most northerly cathedral, lies on which group of islands? Where did the think tank go with this?
Hebrides.
The Shetland Islands.
Isle of Wight.
The Orkney Islands.
Channel Islands.
Orkney Islands.
Hebrides.
Shetland Islands.
Interesting selection there from one or two of them. What do you think, Sandra?
Well, I'm ruling out the southerly ones, like the Isle of Wight and the Channel Islands, because it's northerly. I thought I knew the answer to this, but now I've seen all the different responses from the think tank, I'm not so sure. But I think I'm going to go with Max and Peter's choice of the Hebrides.
St Magnus, Britain's most northerly cathedral, lying on which group of islands? You say the Hebrides. Let's see if you're right. The Orkney Islands, it was, in fact. It's in Kirkwall, which is the capital of the Orkneys. Abby and Anisha, did you have your compass the wrong way round, do you think, when you're looking at this?
I was going to say something else, but I thought, well, Isle, Island, that will do.
Abby?
Geography is not my strong point. I get lost regularly on my travels, so yes.
OK, good. All right. So nothing for you there, Sandra. Plenty of other chances to come. Ben, here's your first question. The word drizzy is most associated with which rapper? Let's see what they came up with here, Max.
Dizzy Rascal.
Drake.
Drake.
Dizzy Rascal.
Drake.
Dizzy Rascal.
Dizzy Rascal.
Dr. Dre.
A whole load of D's there. You just got to pick the right one.
I'm fairly certain it's not Dr. Dre. Dizzy Rascal sounds like a nickname in its own right, so I'm going to say Drake.
Drake is your answer as the rapper associated with the word drizzy. Let's see if you're on the right lines there. Drake it is. Well done. Good deduction. So Abby, Jordan and Anisha got that right. You a big fan of Drake, Jordan?
I like Drakes, as in ducks, but I don't actually like Drake, the rapper.
So did you just guess it?
No, I knew it just because I've seen him pop up on Twitter before.
Good knowledge. Well done. OK. £200 then for you, Ben. That gets you off the mark. Will, we come back to you for your second question. Which US agency is commonly known by the synonym of Langley? What did the think tank make of this one? Max?
CIA.
FBI.
NCIS.
MI5.
Scotland Yard.
Charlie's Angels.
CIA.
MI5.
Well, a whole load of intelligence organisations of a sort there. Will, what do you think?
Of a sort, yes. Are Charlie's Angels real? I'm not sure. Well, as it's a US agency, I'm going to rule out MI5, Scotland Yard. I think Langley refers to just where it's based, which I think is in Virginia. And I'm quite confident this is the CIA. It'd be between the CIA and the FBI, but I'm going to go with CIA.
CIA is your answer. It's the agency in America commonly known by the synonym of Langley. Let's see if you're right. It is the CIA. Central Intelligence Agency, as you said, based in Langley, Virginia. Well, Diane, Charlie's Angels.
I just thought, well, it's Charlie's Angels.
Well, it's got a C for Charlie. A for Angels. You got an I in Charlie. So, yeah,
It
no.
was Charlie's Angels. so-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what they
Charlie's
should...
International Angels.
Yeah.
Charles International
There you
Angels.
go.
See, there's no reason why that shouldn't have been the right answer.
That is right.
Apart from the fact it's not real. Well done to Max and Peter, who did get it right. £200 for you then, Will. Sandra, here's your second question. Queen Elizabeth I was the daughter of which of Henry VIII's wives? Where did the think tank go with this? Max?
Anne Boleyn.
Anne of Cleves.
Anne Boleyn.
Anne of Cleves.
Catherine of Aragon.
Anne of Cleves.
Catherine of Aragon.
Mary.
So 4 names to choose from. Sandra, what do you think?
Quite interested in Tudor history, and Henry VIII particularly, and obviously fascinating that you had 6 wives. And I'm pretty sure that it was Anne Boleyn who was the mother of Elizabeth I.
Queen Elizabeth I, the daughter of which of Henry VIII's wives? You're saying it's Anne Boleyn. Let's see if you've chosen correctly. Anne Boleyn it was. Well done. And Queen Elizabeth I, queen from 1558 to 1603. Jackie, you said Mary. Any particular Mary you had in mind?
Something about Mary.
You should make a film with that, you know.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that, yeah.
All right. Well done, Sandra. £200 for you. Ben, here is question number 2 for you. Which actor was the voice of Paddington Bear in the 2014 film? Let's see what the think tank came up with. Max?
Ben Whishaw.
Colin Firth.
Colin Firth.
Hugh Bonneville.
Ricky Gervais.
Jack Black.
Colin Farrell.
Hugh Bonneville.
Again, a fair old choice for you there. Have you seen the film? Do you remember it at all?
I have, several times with the kids, so I never get to hear much of it. I think I can rule out Jack Black and Colin Farrell as not being English. Hugh Bonneville played Mr. Brown. I am going to go with Colin Firth on this one, Bill.
Colin Firth is your choice as the actor who was the voice of Paddington Bear in the 2014 film. Let's see if you've chosen correctly. It was Ben Whishaw. Interestingly, though, Colin Firth was the original choice, but he left and was replaced by Ben Whishaw. So you knew something about it, just not quite the
Just
right
not
one.
the right thing.
OK. Nothing for you there, Ben. And that brings us to the end of the first round. Let's take a look at how your prize funds are doing. Sandra and Ben are tied on £200. In the lead with £400 is Will. That could all change in the next round. Every member of the think tank is holding 2 questions, which they answered correctly before the show. You're going to take it in turns to pick someone from the think tank whose knowledge you think you can match. And for every correct answer, another £200 will be added to your prize fund. They are not experts, but they are interested in different subjects, so think carefully about who might be on your wavelength. Once a think tanker has asked both of their questions, they can't be picked again. You get to go first, Will. A whole bunch to choose from. So whose knowledge do you think you can match?
Well, I said at the start that one of my strongest subjects was sport. I think, Len, you've kind of volunteered yourself for sport, didn't you? Yes, I think we'll go with Len. Yeah.
Right, well, it's not a sports question.
Great.
Geography question. Well, when I seen this question up here, the first thing coming to mind was my granddaughter. And she did a Duke of Edinburgh award. And Nicole had to walk all the way up this one called Pen y Fan. Pen y Fan is the highest point in which national park in South Wales?
The Pen y Fan is the highest point of which national park in South Wales?
Well, I have been to Wales. I actually got engaged in Wales, near Snowdonia, though. So I don't think that's the answer. Obviously, Mount Snowdon would be the highest peak there. And so I think I'm going to go for the Brecon Beacons.
Brecon Beacons, you're saying. Is that right, then?
Beautiful place and correct.
Well done. The Brecon Beacons, a mountain range in the county of Powys in southeast Wales. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Good, OK. Will, £200 to your running total. And Sandra, you're up next. You can still choose any one of the 8.
Well, I was very intrigued by Jordan's love of cheesecakes because that's a particular favourite of mine. I like food generally, but I like cheesecakes very much. So I'm going to go with Jordan.
Okay, well, hopefully you are as interested in cocktails as you are in cheesecakes. I was pretty confident with this answer because this is my favourite cocktail and I have been to the country in question. So the question is, the mojito cocktail originated in which country?
The mojito cocktail originated in which country?
Right, so I do like cocktails very much. I don't know whether I've ever had mojito though. Can't even think what's in it. But I do think that it probably comes from Mexico.
Mexico's your answer? Is that the right country?
I'm afraid it's Cuba.
Oh!
Yeah, Cuba. Do you know what goes into it, Jordan?
I do. It's rum, sugar syrup, lime juice, soda water and mint, and it's so delicious.
You sound like you've made a couple of them.
I make several every weekend.
Wow. OK, we're all round to yours then.
Absolutely.
Lovely. All right, Jordan, thank you very much. Sorry, Sandra, nothing for you on that question. Ben, you're up next, and you have total freedom of choice still.
Because I love a person of science and learning, that I'm going to go with our Dr. Abby.
Okay. I'm Sri Lankan, and our surnames are really, really, really long. I kid you not. So, whenever I have to speak to someone on the phone, I have come up with my own alphabet. But what is the fourth letter of the Greek alphabet?
What is the fourth letter of the Greek alphabet?
I know the first two for sure, alpha, beta. I'm going to have a complete punt on this, as it's the fourth letter in our alphabet, and say delta.
Delta, is that correct?
100%. Well done.
Well done. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Well done, Ben. £200 for you. And we move back to Will for your next question. Who would you like to choose? You've still got the entire field.
I think I'm going to choose Max. I'm hoping that something comes up that I know.
Well, I know it's a little vulgar to talk about religion, sex or politics. Luckily, it's not the first two, but it is the third. Now, I'm a proud Londoner. I moved there a couple of years ago, and this election was obviously a really big deal for everyone in the capital. I hope you followed it closely. And the question is, who was elected Mayor of London in May of 2016?
Who was elected Mayor of London in May 2016?
I think I know the answer to this question. And I think Sadiq Khan, who took over from Boris Johnson.
Sadiq Khan?
Absolutely, the son of a bus driver, Sadiq Khan.
Well done. Former human rights lawyer, MP for Tooting. Well done, Will. Very good. £200 more for you. Sandra, we come to you again. And you can still choose whichever of them that you like.
I'm going to choose Jackie, because I'm really intrigued by Jackie's earrings.
I'm intrigued by them as well. Over the last sort of decade or so, trams have got really, you know, every city centre's got like a tram line, and, you know, Manchester has one, and I know all the city centres. But this question is, in which Lancashire seaside resort do trams run from Stargate to Fleetwood?
Where do the trams run in Lancashire from Stargate to Fleetwood?
They run from Stargate to Fleetwood in Blackpool.
Blackpool?
You're absolutely right, and they've killed off a few Coronation Street actors in the time. Well done.
Well done. Do you remember who it was from Corrie who was run over?
Was it Alan Bradley?
Alan Bradley,
Yeah.
the villain.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Well done, Sandra. £200 for you. Ben, we move on to you. Who would you like to choose?
I think if I could choose Diane this time, please, Bill.
Diane?
When I did my first degree, I found out that if I majored in marketing as well, I could get 2 qualifications for the price of 1. So for my marketing, I decided to study TV adverts. So I had to spend a whole kind of year watching TV during the daytime, which is why I know the answer to this question. So Hyacinth Bouquet is the central character of which TV sitcom filmed around the Coventry area?
Which is the TV sitcom that had Hyacinth Bouquet in it.
If I remember rightly, and I've got a couple in mind, but I think I'm leaning towards Keeping Up Appearances.
Keeping Up Appearances?
Absolutely right.
Well done. It had that famous opening sequence where she put the milk bottles in the dishwasher. Do you remember? Yeah. Played brilliantly by Patricia Routledge. Yeah. OK. £200 for you, Ben. Will, we come back to you, and you can still go with any of them.
Well, I think I'm going to mix it up again, and I'm going to get Peter involved.
Hey, thank you.
What have you got for me?
My question for you, I do watch a lot of Doctor Who, so hopefully you might have seen a few Doctor Whos. OK, which Doctor Who actor provides the voice of the narrator in the comedy series Little Britain?
Which Doctor Who actor provided the voice of the narrator in the comedy series Little Britain?
I mean, I can't say I'm a massive fan of Doctor Who. I've not really seen that many episodes. Little Britain, a bit more, but again, I'm not a huge fan. I think, though, this actor does have quite a distinctive voice, and I think he's played Doctor Who quite recently. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I'm going to go for Peter Capaldi.
Peter Capaldi?
Afraid it's the wrong Doctor. It was Tom Baker.
Tom Baker was the answer we were looking for. Played the Doctor from 1974 to 1981, so a fair old time ago. Nothing for you there, Will. Sandra, we come to you, and you still can choose any one of the 8.
I think I'll choose Max.
Well, Sandra, I don't know whether you're a fan of movies and films, but these are some of the classics in recent years, so hopefully you'll be able to get this one. Who played the part of the bride, or Beatrix Kiddo, in both Kill Bill films?
The bride or Beatrix Kiddo in the Kill Bill films. Who was that?
Films I'm pretty hopeless with. I can't sit still long enough to watch a film. I was hoping it was going to be a literature one, but there we are. I wouldn't say I have anything springing into my mind at the moment. I'll say Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow?
I don't think it is.
It's not Gwyneth Paltrow, I'm afraid. It is Uma Thurman.
Uma Thurman was the answer we were looking for. So nothing for you there, Sandra, I'm afraid. Ben, we come to you. Anyone but Max.
To keep it fair and get everyone involved, I'm going to choose Anisha. Please, Bill.
Oh, thank you, Ben. So this is about a certain song. So the Don McLean song that starts Starry, Starry Night, Paint Your Palette Blue and Grey is about which famous artist?
The Don McLean song that starts Starry, Starry Night, Paint Your Palette Blue and Grey is about which famous artist?
A clash of two things I know nothing about, Don McLean and art. On a punt, I'm just going to say Van Gogh.
Van Gogh?
That's a really good guess because it is Vincent van Gogh. Well done.
And one of Van Gogh, or Van Gogh's most famous paintings, of course, was The Starry Night, which the song is about. £200 for you, Ben. That brings us to the end of the round. Let's see how your prize funds have changed. Sandra's on £400. In the lead and tied on £800 are Will and Ben. One of you contestants is going to have to leave the game shortly. There is one last chance to take the lead, though, and Sandra, you can still be in it. All of you will now be asked the same question. 2 members of the think tank will then give you the answer that they gave before the show and their reasons for doing so. Only one of them will be right. If you side with the correct person, you get £200 for your prize fund. Just 5 questions remain, though, before we do have to say goodbye to one of you, so choose your answers carefully. And here is the first question. Which species of big cat, with the scientific name Panthera onca, is said to be the largest species of cat native to the Americas? Answers from Anisha and Peter here. Anisha.
So I said the jaguar, and the reason why I said that is because I remember watching the film Apocalypto, and there was a specific scene where Jaguar Paul was running away from a jaguar, and that's obviously set in the Americas. So that's why I went for a jaguar.
Peter?
I remember watching another film called Benji for the little dog, and he had to protect some kittens or something, and I thought it was a lynx because it's quite scary on the big screen.
Which species of big cat, with the scientific name Panthera onca, is said to be the largest species of cat native to the Americas? So Anisha's saying jaguar, Peter thinks it's a lynx. What do you think, contestants? Lock in your answers. All 3 of you have gone with jaguar. Are you on the right lines there? Jaguar it is, well done. The largest population of these animals said to live in the Amazon rainforest. So £200 for all of you, and here is our next question. Who was crowned BBC Sports Personality of the Year in 2015? Jordan and Len are going to have a crack at this one. Jordan.
OK, so Sports Personality of the Year was actually filmed in Belfast, and my mum and dad went to see it being recorded. My mum is a massive fan of Andy Murray, and I remember her coming back that night really happy. So either he won or she just hit the bar on the way home, but I think it was Andy Murray.
And Len.
I too watched the programme as well, and my answer is Lewis Hamilton.
The racing driver. OK. So, Jordan, you say Andy Murray. Len is going with Lewis Hamilton. What do you think, contestants? Please put your answers in. All 3 of you going with Lewis Hamilton. Are you right? It was Andy Murray.
Oh, really?
It was Andy Murray, following his heroics in the Davis Cup, and it was his second win. He won in 2013 as well. Jordan, you a bit of a sports fan?
Not at all. But my mum absolutely loves tennis, and for 2 weeks of the year, I just don't see her. She locks herself in the living room and gets her strawberries and cream and the bunting hanging everywhere, and she just goes Wimbledon crazy.
And you hear her shouting, "Come on, Andy."
Shouting, screaming, swearing, clapping. It's a roller coaster of emotions.
Just like being there then, probably.
More or
Yeah,
less.
good. All right. You got that one right, at least. OK, let's move on to your next question. In a poll carried out in 2015 for British Cheese Week, which cheese was voted the nation's favourite? Abby and Diane here. Abby?
So I went with Stilton. I love a good, strong Stilton. If you haven't got a tear in your eye, it's not strong enough, in my opinion. So I went for Stilton.
And Diane?
I went for cheddar. I thought to myself, well, we have the cheese rolling in Gloucester and they use cheddar for that. And it's a much milder cheese, but there's so many different types of cheddar that you can have. And there's always one to suit everyone's palate, so it's cheddar.
Abby's gone with Stilton. Diane's tasting cheddar. What is your flavour, contestants? Please lock it in. All three of you going with cheddar. Is that the right answer? It is cheddar. Well done. Well done, Diane. Mozzarella came second. Red Leicester was third. Stilton actually came sixth, surprisingly. OK. £200 for all of you then, and we move on to question number 4. According to the Encyclopaedia Britannica, which is the world's smallest fully independent nation-state? Len and Jackie having a go at this. Len?
Well, when I seen this question on the paper, a few places come to mind, and then one that popped up, which is more often overlooked, is the Vatican City. And that's my answer. The
Vatican City. OK. Jackie?
I went for Liechtenstein, and the reason I did is I've actually visited Liechtenstein. I've been there. It's a very tiny place. In fact, the name's bigger than the place. Very pretty, but all self-contained and self-ruling. So that's why I went for it.
Len says it's Vatican City. Jackie says it's Liechtenstein. Where do you think it is, contestants? Lock in your answers. And again, it's unanimous. All three of you saying Vatican City. Have you chosen correctly? Vatican City it was. Well done. It has an area of less than 1 square mile and a population of just about 1,000. So pretty tiny. You ever been there, Len?
No, never been there. I've seen the Trevi Fountain in Las Vegas, a copy of it. That's any good.
All right. £200 to you all, and here is the final question in this round. As of June 2016, which American singer and actress born in 1992 is the most followed person on Instagram? Max and Anisha on this one. Max.
Now, I love my country music, both classic and contemporary, so I followed Taylor Swift right from the beginning of her career when she was doing country music, before she exploded with her meteoric rise into pop to make her probably one of the most popular pop artists in the world. And it fits in with her age, so I said that she must be the most followed person on Instagram.
Anisha?
Well, I went with Selena Gomez because she was a Disney child, so obviously actress, and then she's a singer in her own right. Taylor Swift, from what I remember, is born in 1989, hence her album title, Max. So there we go. So I think it's Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez. OK, Max says it's Taylor Swift. Anisha says it's Selena Gomez. What do you think, contestants? Will has gone for Selena Gomez. Sandra and Ben say it's Taylor Swift. Who's right? It's Selena Gomez. Actually, not much between them. Selena Gomez has 86 million followers on Instagram. Taylor Swift has 83 million. Very precise knowledge, though, Anisha.
No, don't know how I knew that.
Well, you just know it anyway.
Just know.
Well done, Will. £200 more for you, and that brings us to the end of the main game. So let's take a look at your totals. In the lead is Will with £1,600. Ben has £1,400. And in third place on £1,000 is Sandra. So sadly, Sandra, we have to say goodbye to you. Thanks very much for playing. Has it been fun for you?
It's been great. Thanks very much.
Good. Well, thank you. Well done, Will and Ben. You two will now compete to take home the money you've earned in our final. So, Will, if you were to win, got any ideas what you would do?
Yeah, so I'm due to be getting married in about 9 months' time now. So I'm working hard and saving hard. So any money, should I win today, will be put towards that. And a honeymoon, of course. Me and my fiancée Louise are hoping to go to the west coast of America. do a little road trip around there. There's a few places we'd like to see. Vegas, San Francisco, and Yosemite as well.
Lovely. Going to be a big wedding?
Yeah, I think so. We'll be around 80 people for the day, and then
lovely.
about the same again for the evening.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much everyone that we know.
And have you given any thought to your first dance?
Not yet. Although I think I might have to do a bit of rehearsing because I don't want to be put on the spot dancing because no one wants to see that at all.
Okay. Ben, what would you do with your winnings?
My wife is always working terribly hard looking after the kids and me especially, so I think it'd be nice to take her away on a nice holiday somewhere, let her relax and chill out, and I'll take care of the kids for a bit.
Got any thoughts about what kind of holiday it would be?
I'd really like to go on a ski holiday. We're members of a local ski club and we enjoy that quite a lot, but whatever she chooses.
Would she like to go skiing or would she prefer to go somewhere else?
I think she'd rather go to a beach holiday and just lay in the sun for a week.
So that's where you'll be going, to the beach?
Pretty much, Ben.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck to you both. Our final is a general knowledge battle. I'm going to ask you 5 questions each. Whoever gives the most correct answers takes home the money that they've built up so far. You're not on your own. The think tank is still here to help you if they can. You can pick someone to consult with before you answer the questions. Each member, though, can only be picked once in this round. And the difference in the final, compared to the rest of the show, is that they haven't seen any of these questions before. So they know as much about it as you do. OK? Let's play the final then. Will, you built up the most money in the main game, so the final starts with you. Here's question number 1. The Australian Jason Day has been ranked world number 1 in which sport? Who do you think could help you here?
I'm not too sure on this question, so I'm looking for some sports knowledge from the think tank. Len, what do you think?
When it comes to Australians, let's look at what are popular sports in Australia. I mean, obviously you've got rugby is one. Is he one of the players on the rugby team? Rugby union. You've also got swimming. Swimming is a very popular sport as well. Swimming is one that I would sort of
possibly
air
just
towards.
Trying to think of sports that you would refer to someone as ranked world number 1.
Is it golf? Not many. Don't you know many Australian golf players? I don't suppose.
I think that's not a bad shout, actually.
What about surfing?
Yeah, that's not a bad shout either as well. I think because both of those sports, I think you can sort of refer to someone as a world number 1. I think in rugby you might not use that phrase, but I think I'm going to go with golf, just because I think that is a sport where you would often refer to someone as world number 1, and I've not really heard of Jason Day. I don't think Australia are too big on golf.
It's your decision, but you've got McIlroy, was one of the top players in the world. So you could compare him against the golf players, don't you? I mean, I know Tiger Woods have dropped off the scale a bit, but I mean,
true. Yeah.
What's your answer in the end, Will?
I'm going to have a change of heart, actually. I'm going to go away from golf, and I think I will go with surfing.
Surfing is your answer?
So I don't know the answer, so I'm going to have to go with something.
OK.
Surfing.
Surfing. The Australian Jason Day has been ranked world number 1 in which sport? You say it's surfing. Let's see if you're right. Golf it was! Should have stuck with golf.
Oh, my goodness.
Sorry.
Oh.
Never mind.
He won his first major, the US PGA, in 2015. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, still lots of time. And Ben, here's your first question. In 1977, David Frost conducted a famous series of interviews with which former world leader? Who can help you here?
I think Max is going to be my man for politics. I think I may know the answer. I am not a crook.
Yes, there we go. No, I think it's quite a famous interview, wasn't it, between David Frost and Richard Nixon. So, I mean, I'm happy for you to go with President Richard Nixon, if you'd like to go for that.
I will, Bill. Thank you. President Richard Nixon.
OK. In 1977, David Frost conducted a famous series of interviews with which former world leader? You're saying Richard Nixon. Let's see if you're right. Richard Nixon it was. Well done. Thank you, Max. Made it into a stage play and then a film starring Michael Sheen and Frank Langella in the 2 title roles. So well done there, Ben. Will, we come back to you for your second question. In which 2014 film does Miles Teller play a jazz drummer? Who could help you here?
Someone who's interested in music, perhaps. I wonder if, Anisha, you might know the answer to this.
OK, so if you think about the era, so jazz was probably like around Ray Charles type of era.
That's a good point. Was there a film?
I'm just trying to think of the films that came out in 2014, like, because I like old school films, so I don't really go to the cinema, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I think, didn't Jamie Foxx do a film about Ray Charles?
Yeah,
he did Ray, didn't he?
Ray, but I don't know if Ray Charles played the drums, did he? And I don't think it was as, I think that it's older than 2014.
I'm struggling for ideas here, but I think that's all I've got to go on.
You're just going to say Ray?
I think so, yeah. I'm going to go with Ray.
Ray's your answer. As the 2014 film in which Miles Teller plays a jazz drummer, you're saying it's Ray. Let's see if you're right. It was Whiplash. And J.K. Simmons won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in that film, which was about a jazz drumming student.
Okay.
In fact, rather than a sort of famous jazz musician.
Right.
Okay. So again, Will, a miss for you there. Ben, you could go 2 up here if you get this one right. Here's your second question. Which period of history, synonymous with advances in science and art, has a name which means rebirth in French? You can choose 5 of the 8 still.
Science is going to lend me toward Abby, although I think I may know the answer.
Okay.
But, Abby, what do you think?
The only thing that I could really think of was Renaissance.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, right. OK, good.
You and I are of the same mind. I think I'm going to go Renaissance, please, Bill.
Renaissance. Which period of history, synonymous with advances in science and art, has a name which means rebirth in French? You're saying Renaissance. Let's see if you're right. It is Renaissance. Well done. Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Raphael, all Renaissance artists. OK, well done there, Ben. Will, we come back to you? Still got time to catch up. Here's your third question. What is the profession of Stephen Toast and Ray Purchase in the TV comedy series Toast of London? So, a TV question for you. Who would you like to go with? Jordan, Diane, Peter, or Jackie for you?
I'm going to go with Diane.
Have you actually seen it? Do you know
I've
if
not seen
either
it
of
at all.
these
No, I've not even
actors-
heard of it. So.
Okay. A profession where there's going to be 2 of them doing whatever. And why would you, so to be the toast of London in whatever you're actually doing or delivering?
A chef? Chefs, maybe? I don't know.
They could be. That's a reasonable guess to want to be the toast of London. What else could they be?
Toast of London, unless there's something to do with drinks.
Yeah, bar guys.
Waiters.
And wanting to get the best cocktails out, something like that.
Yeah, I'm going to go with waiters, I think.
Waiters? OK. What is the profession of Stephen Toast and Ray Purchase in the TV comedy series Toast of London? You're saying waiters. Let's see if you're right. Actor is what we were looking for.
Didn't know.
Played by Matt Berry and Harry Peacock, respectively. So another miss for you, I'm afraid, Will. Ben, this is your third question. If you get this one right, you will be today's winner. And here's the question. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, is the opening line to which traditional song named after a woman? 3 members of the think tank to help you here. Jordan, Peter, or Jackie?
I'm going to go Jordan.
Jordan.
I know this song and I know the answer, which is great.
Fantastic, because I haven't got a clue.
Oh, you don't? OK. So it's in Dublin's fair city where girls are so pretty. I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. So the answer is Molly Malone.
I'm going to take Jordan's answer of Molly Malone, please, Bill.
In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, the opening line to which traditional song named after a woman? If this is right, you will be today's winner. Your answer is Molly Malone. Let's see if you are right. Molly Malone is right. Congratulations, Ben. You are today's winner. Hard lines, Will. You were doing so well up to the final, and it just didn't really happen for you.
No, unfortunately, just didn't know any of those questions.
Yeah,
Not even hazard a guess, I'm afraid.
It's the way the ball bounces sometimes,
Exactly.
I'm afraid. But well done for playing. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful experience.
Jordan, you recited that so nicely, but we know it is a song.
Yeah.
Would you have a go at it for us?
Does anyone else know it?
Yeah.
Oh,
If you got an opening note, la. Is that good?
Yeah.
Is that too low?
In Dublin's fair city, where girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. As she wheeled her wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh.
Well, that was wonderful. I can feel a Christmas single coming on from you guys. Beautifully sung. Lovely voice you have, Jordan. Okay. All right. Ben is our winner. You're definitely taking home your prize of £1,400. You will shortly have the chance to add an extra £1,000 to your winnings. First, though, shall we find out who has got the most correct answers in the think tank today? I wonder who it is. It's Anisha and Max.
Oh,
well done. There you are.
Happy.
First time for everything, Anisha. There you are.
Yay.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Well done. OK. Ben, one last chance now to seriously boost your prize as you face our question, Impossible. Ben, this is the toughest question of the whole show because no one in the think tank answered it correctly earlier. If you can achieve what none of them could and give us a correct answer, that extra £1,000 will be yours. So shall we take a look at your question, Impossible?
Yes, please.
OK, here we are. Who was the first British monarch to fly in an aeroplane? Have a think of that. We're going to give you a little bit of assistance before you answer, though. We're going to take a look at the wrong answers that the think tank gave earlier, and this could help rule a few things out. So what did they come up with? George V, Albert, Elizabeth II, George IV, Prince Charles, George VI, Edward and Albert again. So they've given you a fair old spread of things to knock out of the running. What do you think the answer could be?
Before seeing the answers that the think tank have put up, I would have said Elizabeth II. But now I'm thinking the only name missing that would have been around in that era is Edward VII.
Edward VII?
Yes.
That's your answer?
That's my answer, Bill.
OK. The question is, who was the first British monarch to fly in an aeroplane? Your answer is Edward VII. This for an extra £1,000, which would take your prize money to £2,400. Let's see if you're right. It was Edward VIII. Oh, no. Edward VIII, one out.
One away.
Close, close. Edward VIII, who abdicated.
I thought that was Edward VII who
No,
abdicated. There you go.
There you go. I'm so sorry you didn't conquer the question Impossible. Still leaving with £1,400, which will help towards a holiday.
Thank you very much, it will.
Now, you've been on plenty of holidays before with your wife, haven't you? I mean, you've been to some nice places?
Yes, that's right. We used to live in the United States, and for my 31st birthday, we flew down to Las Vegas. For part of it, we went on a helicopter jaunt through the Grand Canyon as a special treat. And I am terrified of heights and high places and edges of things. So we've landed in the Grand Canyon for a picnic. And as they're getting everything out of the helicopter, my wife's gone running over to the edge to admire the view. And as she's gone running away, I've just gone, "Come back, Joe!" And my legs buckled, and that was me laid out for a little while.
But it is beautiful, isn't it, over there?
I've never seen it, but apparently it's beautiful.
OK, which is why it's probably best to go to the beach with your wife on the next
Absolutely,
holiday.
I think so.
All right. Well, congratulations, and thanks very much for playing so well, Ben.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Do join us next time when 3 more contestants will see whether they can bank on the think tank. Until then, it's goodbye from them.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Bye-bye.